live on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? Lots of wind. I hope you can hear me. That's what the windscreen is on for. There's lots and lots of wind today, okay? Look at the beautiful palm trees. It's windy, so this one's going to be a bit challenging, but hey, it is what it is. We've got a lot to talk about here today. Lots to talk about. Lots has transpired throughout many various communities I've been involved with out here on YouTube, and yeah, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to have some laughs, and yes, we're going to call some people out, and yes, we're going to set some people straight for like the 50th time in the last 6 years. I mean, I don't know how much longer it's going to take for these people to realize that saying the same shit over and over again doesn't hold the same value as it initially did. I don't know what more to say than that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I'm waiting for this Mercedes to burn on out of here. Yeah, okay. Now I can cross without the Mercedes running into me. Welcome to episode number 711 of Walking with Purpose Live. Live from Bear Island in beautiful Redwood City, California, the other side of Redwood City, right by the SF Bay. This is part of the San Francisco Bay Trail, one of my favorite trails to walk. That's not too far from home. I hope you all have had a pleasant day. I've had a great day. Dawn and I spent some time together, and I went to get some Panera bread because we love Panera bread. The thing is, we don't have a Panera bread in Redwood City. The closest Panera bread is in a town called Foster City, and it's about a 7 or 8 mile drive, you know, up the 101 going north towards San Francisco. So every now and then, you know, we'll get on the Panera bread app and, you know, I'll order Panera and I'll go pick it up. Now, I could have a DoorDash, but it would cost me a fortune to have something delivered that far with the extra fees and the huge tip and the inflated prices. So it's just better to go and pick it up yourself. Take a nice drive, put on some tunes, and yeah. Cynthia, how you doing? Can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? I hope your day is going well. Yeah, we've got some stuff to talk about here today because some people seem to think that they own me or they will always own me. Some people seem to think that they're my daddy and all that bullshit, and we're going to talk about it. We're gonna tackle it head on. You know, I've been doing this for 6 years now, and I am much more experienced than I was when I initially encountered these crazy ass characters out here. And yeah, we're gonna give them a little piece of our mind and say, hey, look, if you want to continue calling me your daddy or whatever you want to say, that's cool. But it's just not profitable, so it's not worth your time, right? We'll get into that in just a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna talk about you a little bit today, JB Gunner. We're gonna talk about you. That's all good, JB. All's fair in love and war. Do what you gotta do, JB Gunner, JB Gunner, JB Gunner, Gunner. Remember RJ Sandifer did some streams where RJ Sandifer is a blind YouTuber friend of mine. I gotta find these clips and like maybe put them on like BitChute and then share the link on my community wall so you folks can hear the old school RJ. RJ used to get mad at me and say on a panel, RJ would get triggered whenever I would defend myself back in the days against JB Gunner and his BS, right? And RJ would be like, Eli, all you ever do is talk about J.B. Gunner. J.B. Gunner this, J.B. Gunner that. J.B. Gunner went to outer space and got fucked by a space alien, like stuff like that. I mean, he was funny. I gotta say that. RJ, that's some of the funniest stuff I've heard. Can you folks hear me clearly and see me clearly? Are we good? Hello, Patty. Hello, Cynthia. Are we good? JB Gunner, JB Gunner, JB Gunner, 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 Gunner. That's what RJ used to do. And they used to trigger JB Gunner. And I used to laugh at it. RJ, you're a moderator here again, brother. You're welcome to come back anytime you want. RJ, if you want to talk, we can talk, bro. I've never stopped having love for you, my friend. Someone tell RJ I'm talking about him. Bring him over. He's got a mod wrench. It's all good. We welcome everyone here, RJ. All good. Hey, Patty. All good in the hood, right? Yeah, there's a lot of wind, so there might be a little issue with the sound every now and then, but for the most part, the windscreen should be taking care of it. Yeah, so let's get to the top. Oh boy, let's get to the topic here today. Episode number 711 of Walking with Purpose Live from Bear Island here in Redwood City on the San Francisco Bay Trail. And we're going to be talking about the Legion fails to enlist J.B. Gunner to remain profitable and a whole lot more. One more time, the Legion fails. That's you, Jamie. Jamie, you are the Legion. You are the Legion. That is you. The Legion fails to enlist J.B. Gunner to remain profitable and a whole lot more. I got to tell you folks, these people have been coming at me for years. And that's how long it's taken for them to basically run out of options, because when so many people are supporting you, it takes a long time for all of them to get bored and stop paying someone for this crazy ass content. And we've pretty much just about reached that point when it comes to the Legion. Okay? And I'll tell you why I feel the end is near for the Legion and, it being sustainable via donations, because there's no way in hell Jamie and the Legion would have tried to enlist J.B. Gunner to get involved, to make content, unless the Legion thought it was going to be profitable for them or help them, leverage something, right? The Legion was thinking that, okay, maybe it'll trigger Eli that J.B. Gunner's deciding to go at him again, right? And that way we can all make content. JB can get donations from his audience. I can get donations from mine, right? The problem is it failed miserably because there's nowhere left to go with it, right? It was a pathetic failed attempt by Jamie to try to enlist JB Gunner to try and either make more money or try to knock me down a few pegs, prevent my growth from continuing. Don and I have been growing lately, and this was another attempt to try to knock us down a few pegs. It just didn't work, Jamie. It failed miserably. So JB Gunner put out a community posting. I had it on my wall, but I deleted it because I want to talk about it here instead. I don't want to devalue this piece of content by keeping that posting up. So JB Gunner put out a posting saying, in other words, I translate what he was saying. You can go see it on his JB Gunner, whatever channel it is. You can figure it out if you want. He was saying that it's just not profitable enough for me to cover Eli or to change this entire channel to Eli, and Jamie was all excited. He did a stream titling it "The Drama Sphere is Back," and Jamie was all like, "Oh, JB Gunner and I are gonna go back to the days of 2017 and 2018, and we're gonna cuck bust Eli together and make tons of money and steal his audience and do all the same bullshit we've done for the last 6 years." Wrong. Failure. Failure. Oh, Bannon, please don't come in my chat and tell me what to do. Okay? I heard he used to make James cry. He did. Oh, JB Gunner came at JB Gunner and Jamie don't like each other. But like they call it hate bonding, they were hate bonding over me and trying to become more profitable to keep on playing the same old game, doing the same old song and dance, right? Which has been played out, right? Well, Bannon, please ignore him. Everyone else does. He has hate bonders and hate watchers only. Well, I want to talk about it, Bannon, so if you don't want to watch this show, you can leave. Thank you for your opinion. Now, please either support the show for what it is or come back another time. Okay? If I decide to talk about something, don't come in my chat and tell me I shouldn't be talking about it. Because that's fucking rude. Okay? Either support the topic or don't support it at all. Come back another time if you want to support me in other ways, or don't come back at all. But don't come in here just to tell me not to talk about it. I'm not dumb. I know exactly what I'm doing. Nobody tells Eli what to do. Says outspoken. That's right. No one should tell anyone what to do. Please smash the thumbs up. Hey, Robert, how you doing? So JB Gunner puts out a community posting and basically says that it's not profitable for him. He can't afford to pay his $4,000 rent per month, dedicating his main monetized channel to Eli content. That's a smart choice there, JB Gunner. It's a very smart choice. You realized after you did one show and all you did was regurgitate the same stuff that Jamie and his group has done for months and years, that it wasn't feasible. No one donated. Maybe you got a few here and there, but the market is just not there for it anymore. So you're like, screw it. I can't do this, so I'll just do it for fun on the weekends. Well, even that's going to get old when you're wasting your time making very little money off of this Coach Eli hate audience that's dwindled and is not really paying as much as they used to for it. Hey, Patty, I didn't mean to insult at all. Fair enough, apologies. Didn't mean to tell you, just a suggestion. Hey, listen, I respect that. I'll let you stay. It's all good. I didn't mean to come off harsh either, but you got to understand. I'm going to stand up for myself because I've been pushed around by these people for years. And my channel stagnated because these people have been doing everything they can to try to stunt my growth. I have to tackle it head on. I don't have a choice otherwise. The only reasons why Don and I have grown is because we've tackled it head on. Because we've called it out. So that way people coming over here know that these people are full of crap and they know the truth, so then they can come support us for real. If I just let these people run their mouths, we're never going to grow because people have believed what they've been saying about us, which is totally true for the most part. Which is totally untrue for the most part. I mean, it's totally untrue what they've said for the most part. I'm sorry, I think I said that wrong. Of course I understand, but drawing attention to his hatred is not helpful. In your opinion, it's helping my channel grow, and it's helping people learn what's going on, and it's helping people understand that if he reaches out to people that I'm trying to network with and bring to my channel, that if he tries to stop them by sending them hateful shit, it's all BS. I'm sorry, dude. I got to talk about it. Now, can you please Can you please stop trying to be a messiah? Because I try to be that way myself. If you keep on going down that route, I will remove you. Because I think you're here just to stir up the pot from the Legion. As a matter of fact, O'Bannon, you're out of here because you are trolling. Get the hell out of here. Anyone that doesn't stop after I first asked them is just here to create more fake instigated drama by the Legion. You're a Legion member on a sock trying to antagonize me, and it's not going to work. You're gone. See ya. Sayonara. All right. Yeah, it'll be better on the way back because the wind will be hitting my back. Can you folks hear me okay? Give me a second, I'll be right back. All right. We are back live. We are back live. Look at that. It's a nice day. It's a little chilly. It's about 60 degrees or just under 60 degrees. And it's windy. The wind chill is making it colder. So, I didn't want to put my jacket on, but I had to. It's just not warm enough to go without a jacket. Audio is good, says Rain. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Great to see you. Give me a second here. Yeah, let me just fix something here. Yeah, I had to fix something for a second. All right, so here's the thing. I put out my community post, and JB Gunner is basically calling me, the C-U-C-K word and frail and all that. And, whatever, dude. Whatever, man, right? And he did his first show that wasn't profitable, and he went at myself, he went at my woman, all the same stuff, right? And it's like, oh, dude, what are you gonna do? The same stuff that they've already done? You're gonna say everything about my woman? We've already put that out there. They've already put everything out there on my woman. My woman and I have already done that. Everything is out there about me. There's nothing new. So there's that, right? So here's the thing, JB. Okay, for me, it's always been about the movie 8 Mile and those battle raps. And B. Rabbit, who played Eminem in that movie. True story, right? Okay? And all I'm going to do is tell you the same thing that Eminem told Lalo in the second round of the battle rap after basically Lalo was saying the same things that the first guy said against Eminem. Right? So all I'm going to tell you is this, JB Gunner. Didn't you listen to the last round, meathead? Pay attention. You're saying the same shit that he said. Matter of fact, dog, here's a pencil. Go home, write some shit, make it suspenseful, and don't come back until something dope hits you. Fuck it. You can take the mic home with you. Looking like a cyclone hits you. Tank top screaming, JB, I don't fit you. Pay attention. You're saying the same shit he said and she said, right? Didn't you listen to the last round, meathead? Pay attention. You're saying the same shit he said. That's what you guys do, the same thing. Eminem, B. Rabbit, in the battle rap series was telling all the dudes, is that all you got? Because that's who I am. So what? That's who I am. You're embracing who I am, right? Now, you haven't got it all right. I'll say this again for you, JB Gunner. I don't live at home with my mom. I share a home with my mom. I didn't want to mention it back in those days because I really didn't want you guys doxing me or harassing my mother or my family. But you guys did that anyway, right? I don't care how many times you say I live with my mom or I'm a broke-ass loser or whatever. I don't care how many times you come back and say that. I don't care what you try to say about that. That is not the case. I don't care what you think or your audience thinks. What matters is what I think and people that support us think. And people don't even care about that. They care about the content, right? You're the guy that came to my house and it looked like you were envious to be at my house. I still have that video, JB Gunner. I'm not going to put it out. I don't care. I still have the video of you coming to my house. I still have the video of you spitting on my father's grave. I have all that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Should I let your new audience know that you spit on my father's grave? What would they think about that? How many people did you lose, JB Gunner, for spitting on my father's grave? Now, I don't care. I didn't want to go there, and I don't want to go there. I don't give a damn. But if you want to play, we can both play, JB. And I don't want to play with you. I don't care. You moved on. You've done your own thing. You, unlike Jamie, have actual content. And you're realizing that, you know what? It's not worth going at Eli for stuff that doesn't make sense anymore, or isn't valuable anymore, or has been played out to the extreme. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal, like, you know, like Vanilla Ice, right? To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal, right? All right, stop, collaborate, and listen. Eli's back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, right? Ice Ice Baby, that's right. Somebody spit on your dad's grave. Yeah, this guy JB Gunner, that Jamie, like in theory, was trying to enlist over the last few days to come back to help Jamie continue the Coach Eli drama so it can remain profitable for Jamie and hopefully make JB a few bucks, right? Like a tag team event, right? And Jamie made this big deal on his channel, say, oh, the drama sphere is back. Okay, the drama sphere is back. Woohoo, woohoo, the drama sphere is back. The more and more you guys talk about me, the more I'm going to leverage you and bring people here, and Don and I are going to grow. That's all. I'm just letting you know. That's the way it's going to work. That's the way it's going to work. Sounds like James has to call for backup. Right. Right. The whole point of the matter is this. The Legion is running out of options. They're running out of donors that are tired of hearing the same thing over and over again, right? He's probably rebroadcasting me right now for just a few shekels, right? A few bucks, right? And if you think the numbers that he puts on the screen on how much he's making is real, every number that Jamie puts on his screen is not the real number. I would divide that in half or a third. Those are the real numbers. He puts that out there to make him look more successful than he is. He also bots himself every day to make it appear like there are more than 40 or 50 people in his chats. You guys should not believe everything you see, right? So, you know what? That's pretty much what I wanted to say about this enlisting of JB. CJ just played a clip of him telling his subs they have to step up the donations. Well, yeah, he's hurting. He really is hurting financially because, listen, when you live and die the same content, people get tired of it. I mean, here's the thing. Would you folks pay for a sandwich after somebody ate it? That's like, paying for a sandwich that is already eaten by the chef that made it when you go to the store. That's stupid. Right? Once the story breaks, once something is played out, once or twice, it's done. These people have played out the Joe Buddy N-word video, the Barbara Placence, video, the B word. They've played out the RJ Sandifer video where I said something derogatory to RJ, the blind YouTuber with Asperger's and autism. They played all that out. They've played all that out. And they've been playing that out for the last 4 or 5 years. I'm surprised it's been played out that long. And people were still paying for the same stuff for years. Now, they don't want to pay for it anymore. They're tired of paying for it. It's boring, it's old, it's stale. Right? So, what else do you expect? What else do you expect? You expect people to keep paying money for the same repeat stuff for the rest of their lives, for the next 10 or 20 years, until Jamie's ready to retire? And then the funny thing is this. Jamie and his cronies are going all around YouTube trying to instigate stuff, trying to make things up, right? Trying to stir up any kind of controversy that would bring back excitement to his donors to open up their pocketbook. Like, it's just, and listen, I'm not trying to even criticize the guy. I'm just saying, dude, listen, everyone is seeing what's really going on. Everyone has figured out the game. Everyone can clearly see it's very apparent. At some point, dude, you're going to have to cut your losses and move on. Okay? Because again, I don't care what you show on your screen. I divide that by 3, and that's your actual numbers. There's no way in hell you're making $250, $300 a day on Coach Eli content. And there's no way you're making that on your own content. Not off that same group of people. Not off of... See, JB Gunner, the same people that go to you went to JB. They didn't pay him shit, hardly anything. So, when JB backed away less than 1 day after agreeing to do this Dramasphere gang up on me again with you, James, it basically told me the market for Coach Eli content has lost its value in the drama world. Hey, Jenny. Hi, Eli. Is this a new person you were talking about? No, JB Gunner, I've known him for 6 years, going back to my former channel years ago when I used to date my ex, Dana. So Jamie tried to enlist him and bring him back in because before I learned the YouTube ropes and understood what these people are doing, like JB and Jamie, JB's another Jamie. He used to do what Jamie's been doing to me for years. He used to do it to me back in 2017, 2018, and part of 2019 and stuff like that, right? And then JB backed off and went back to doing his real content. JB Gunner is a conservative guy, and he does like news stories and commentary like that. And for what he does for his audience, he's not too bad at that, right? That's how he makes his money. The drama stuff has always been secondary to him. But for a while, coming at me was very profitable. It was new, and there was a lot of new stuff, right? Well, now all that stuff's been exposed and talked about, right, many times to the point of where it's just old for everyone. Jamie tried to re-enlist him because Jamie sees the Coach Eli drama dying, and he wanted to bring some new life into it. He wanted to try to scare me by saying, oh, JB's back. I want to see Eli's reaction when JB is back. Well, what's the big deal, James? And I'm not being cocky, James. I'm being real. It's old. I'm much more experienced now. 6 years down the road, so are you. So is everyone. I mean, when is this going to end, man? How much longer are you going to do this? All I'm going to do is keep leveraging it. And that's why I'm saying, hey, JB, if you want to talk about me to your audience and try to get your actual audience to pay you for it, then I'll just leverage your audience too. That's all good. You know it's going to happen. You know when you talk about someone, you basically give them access to your audience. So go right the fuck ahead. I'm not concerned about it. Hey Jason, how you doing, bro? Welcome. Hello, Rain, says Jenny. Yeah, I was watching a premiere that CJ was running. Yeah, it's and this is the bottom line, folks. This fake instigated drama is not profitable like it used to be. It's gotten old. And in order to keep it going, you got to stir up new things with new people constantly. And that's what Jamie and his people are trying to do behind the scenes. And not even behind the scenes, but even when they're not on the air broadcasting live, they're using community postings and other things like that to try to just antagonize people, right? And there's a lot of stuff. They're trying to stir it up to make it more profitable again. That's all this boils down to. Every single thing that's been done, including trying to enlist JB Gunner, has been to find a new way to try to bring some more revenue back in. That's all. I just want you folks to understand that, right? I put it out there because no one else is going to put it out there in the way that I do. No one else understands it at the level I do. And I'll tackle it head on. And if they want to continue talking about me, then you'll know why they're talking about me, right? So be it. And if people still want to pay them after they know the truth, that's on them. It's all good. Besides it being a little chilly and windy, it's a gorgeous day here. I can't complain. Yeah, I was on this 101 freeway heading up north this way as I'm painting the camera towards Foster City to go get some Panera Bread earlier. I really wish they would open up a Panera Bread like in Redwood City or San Carlos. Panera Bread is really, really... How many of you have a Panera Bread in your area? And do you like Panera Bread? Panera Bread is great. They make great grilled cheese sandwiches. They make great sandwiches all around. They've got great muffins, great cookies. They've got some great flavored drinks. They got great bagels and cream cheese spread and all that. I mean, Panera Bread's fantastic. Fan-frickin-tastic. Whoops. Thank you so much to the 35 people that are here. Now, I'm also going to talk about Dennis Jerome Jr., Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Is Jamie and I going to do this debate? That's going to come on the way back. I'm going to turn the corner here. And I'm going to go to the observation deck, and on my way back, we're going to talk about that. I just want to wrap up this whole JB Gunner thing. If anyone has any questions, anything they want to know, let me know. He only trolls you because you have a large group of haters that he can't let go. Well, because of the money. You got to understand, what this boils down to for Jamie and JB Gunner is 100% money. Listen, It's not that Jamie or JB Gunner want to actually talk about me. They'll talk about whatever makes them money. You understand that? Do you guys understand that? Okay? These people are very unethical people. Okay? It's just, ethically, it's not the most ethical thing to do. Right? But it's not illegal. It's not illegal to do what they're doing. You know, some of the things they've done are questionable. Yes, the stealing of the members-only content and all of that. Right? But it's ethically not right. But if there are people that are willing to pay them to come at me, they're going to keep doing it until the money dwindles down. And it's been dwindling. People are like, this is just the same old thing. It doesn't have the same punch anymore. Right? How many times can we regurgitate the same thing over and over and over again? Right? How many times can you play Eli clips? You didn't listen to me, Pete. You didn't listen to me, Pete. Or super chat, right? I mean, James is so obsessed. Every time he gets a donation, he plays a super chat bite that I said on one of my channels. Like, the whole thing is Eli this, Eli that. So it's like he lives vicariously through me. Because of me, the guy's made all the money he's made. I have made Jamie the majority of his money on this platform. Without me, he would not have made, I'd say, 70% of the money he's made has come from my name, my likeness, my everything. And I also convinced him to stay on the platform when he wanted to leave 6 years ago when his channel got demonetized. The Purple Pill channel, where I initially found out about him 6 years ago. I would think it gets boring really quickly for a viewer. It does. And see, here's the thing, Jenny. Listen, all I'm doing is sharing the news and updating the community. Like, I really hope you don't think I'm trying to feed into drama. I'm not even trying to, you know, I'm not attacking these guys. I'm just stating what they're doing. I'm making people aware of their underhanded bullshit, right? Because it affects me. Now, Jenny, you and many people that have been here for a while already know what's going on, but the new people don't know, right? If we don't talk about it every now and then, the new people might get scared away because these people's underhanded tactics are that good. Their underhanded tactics, their underhanded tactics come off so genuine, come off like what they're saying is true even when it's not, that people believe it, and it affects people like me and others that they're going at. Do you understand that? Jenny Sandler says, hi, Patty. Patty says, hi, Jenny. Thank you to everyone that's a channel member and continues to be a channel member. In case you missed it, Don and I went live last night, members only. It was a great show. We had a great time. And lots of great information was shared. At least the people that are there, I hope you felt that way. Like Dawn is a wonderful woman. Dawn gets everything from me because, listen, let's be real. There's not a woman on the planet that's low maintenance, really. Some are more low maintenance than others. But Dawn is on the lower maintenance end of things. Yes, she's going through some medical things, and you can't hold that against her. That doesn't count as high maintenance, okay? But, you know, Dawn is really laid back, and she doesn't have a stick up her ass. She doesn't, you know, she loves people. She's very forgiving and nurturing, right? Dawn will only come at you if you come at her, she'll come at you. As most people will, right? Now, I've learned to kind of ignore most stuff, right? But sometimes I'm beginning to learn now that, hey, sometimes if people keep poking and poking and poking, no matter how much you ignore them, at some point you got to call them out. And that's the point of where I'm at right now. And where I've been for the last few weeks. And it has tremendously changed us by helping us move forward. We have moved, Don and I have moved both of our channels forward because we've stepped up, and I've stepped up calling this out. And because the people here, we thank you. You've stepped up and truly backed us, and we so greatly appreciate that. We really do. We really, truly do. I've got a 3,500 calorie grilled cheese sandwich from Panera Bread to eat tonight. I haven't eaten that much. I'm saving my calories for this. So I can eat a $3,500 calorie grilled cheese sandwich that'll fill me up for like 24 hours, because between what I burn, normally, and then additional calories on my walk, I can handle it. But if you're sedentary like James, don't be eating 3,500 calorie grilled cheese sandwiches. It warmed my heart to see how you have been there for her. Not many men can do that. I know this from experience, and she looks wonderful. I think GLM might be taking the day off today. I don't know. But thank you, Jenny, for that. Jenny, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that because, if we go back to last year, a lot of people thought I was abusing Dawn. A lot of people thought that, I didn't care about Dawn, that I wasn't getting her the right medical treatment and all that. And, that's an absolute lie that they were saying. They were absolutely lying. And a lot of them lied on purpose. Like, guys like Jamie in the Legion and people that do content with Jamie, they were amping up me being this horrible boyfriend, even though they knew I was taking care of Dawn. They did it on purpose just to instigate donations. And this is why I can't hang around people like you, Jamie, and other people. Like you folks might be decent people in the real world, but I can't hang around with you folks on YouTube because it's a really shitty way to make money. When I'm not abusing Dawn, and you make your audience aware that I am when I'm not, and it's not true. You say that just so you can incite donations from them. That's pretty crappy. Do you folks think that's pretty shitty of him? Even though he knows I've never abused Dawn, I've taken care of her, he'll play it up to his audience otherwise, and he does that for donations. Like, what kind of a person does that make you? Right? There's no one on the observation deck, so we're gonna go up. Thank you so much to the 29 people that are here right now. Dawn and I both greatly appreciate you. Give me a second. We'll be right back. All right, we are back live. Jenny 100% says Patty. Yeah, Dawn looks great. Truthfully, she's still a little underweight, but we're working on that. We've got weight gainer chocolate shakes for her now. She's got Ensure Complete 350 calories per serving. She ate a ton of Panera Bread today. She scarfed down at least 700, 800 calories when we had lunch earlier today. I had half a brownie I had from Panera Bread. That was probably about maybe 150 calories right there. So that's all. And I had some coffee. I don't like to really overload my belly before I take these walks, because then it feels kind of heavy, right? I like to eat a little bit, snack a little bit, just to give me enough energy to do the walk, and then I'm in fat burning mode, and then I can eat afterwards while Don and I are watching some shows on Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, Paramount Plus, Max, or any one of the other streaming networks. Amazon Prime. We've got Amazon Prime without commercials now, so we've got them all without commercials. It's all good. 37 people here. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, feel free to share your thoughts. I'm going to talk a little bit about Dennis Jerome Jr. And Christina again on the way back. And again, I'm going to be as respectful as possible. I'm hearing a lot of things, and I'm only saying this because well, let me show you these views while I'm up here, and then I'll start walking back. Well, I better start walking back. There are people that are coming, and they're going to come up to the observation deck, so I don't want to interrupt them. I really care about Dennis. I think he's a great creator. I think he has so much potential. I think the problem is he gives everyone a chance, which I can understand that. I've been like that. And you should give everyone a chance, but you got to figure out sooner than later if someone's hindering your progress. And, there was something interesting. There are some interesting things that happened in that stream that he did right before I went live here. I think it was still live when I went live, but I heard enough, and Christina was in the chat. She wasn't on the panel. And Dennis put a poll regarding Christina out there. I'll share more about that. The results were astronomically one-sided. I mean, it's kind of like when people do polls on me to my haters. Obviously, it's going to be skewed, but in this case, this is not skewed. This is genuine. We'll get to that in just a second. Do people still watch Netflix anymore? Of course we do. Oh, Netflix is fantastic, dude. Hulu's great. Netflix is great. Peacock. Listen, all these networks, if you have all the streaming services, it's almost like you don't even need cable anymore, even though we have DirecTV, which is cable. I like having DirecTV because, streaming doesn't give you, streaming gives you access to, most things out there. But when you have actual cable and DirecTV, you have the real on demand where you can get stuff, pretty much, right after it's done. It goes to on demand. On streaming, you have to wait till the next day, usually, stuff like that, which is fine. But Netflix has some great documentaries every now and then. Same with Hulu. One of the networks has a Bon Jovi documentary. I can't remember which one it's on, but Don and I are going to watch it. I think it was on Paramount Plus, if I remember. I have to double check it. I'll have to double check. But no, dude, I'll tell you this. We've seen a lot of great content through Netflix. They keep getting better, man. I mean, everything's going to streaming. Everything's going to streaming. Eventually, cable and satellite TV won't exist. Even DirecTV has pretty much almost every channel streaming as well as coming from the satellite. So wherever I'm at, I can access my DirecTV from my phone or my laptop in the same way as being home with the satellite. Now, coming from the satellite, the quality is going to be a little bit better, because when you're streaming, they kind of lower the bit rate a little bit more due to bandwidth issues, but streaming is still pretty good quality for the most part. It's pretty good. Yeah, I have Netflix and Amazon. Yeah, no. Yeah, we got them all, because here's the thing, when Dawn started to, when Dawn was having some issues with when she started having issues with seizures and stuff, and then she broke her ankle and all that, we haven't gone out as much as we used to. And I'll tell you this, like, if you go out for a nice dinner and then you go bowling and stuff, if you go out for a night in the town and you spend like $200 to $300 in one night, that's like way more than what it costs to have all these streaming services with no commercials for a month. Like literally, you're paying probably on average 15 to 20 bucks a month for each one of these services, right? Like about 15 bucks. If you have like 5 of them, that's like 100 bucks a month, right? Or 75 bucks, 80 bucks a month, right? Dinner for 2 costs more than that. And this is for 1 month without commercials. Now, if you don't want to pay for the premium, you can get it half price. But it's still cheap enough to get it without commercials, and I'll tell you, it makes a difference. I'll tell you this. Don and I like to watch Law and Order, and we have DirecTV with the DVR. We record it on the DVR, the digital video recorder, and we can watch it there, and we can forward through the commercials, right? Well, we wait for it to be recorded. We don't watch it while it's live on TV. Wait for it to be recorded. Then you can watch it and forward through the commercials. Well, if you watch it the next day on Peacock, you can watch it without commercials, and you don't have to sit there and forward through the commercials manually every time they go to commercial, right? It is kind of being lazy, but if you're eating your food and the streaming service does it automatically for you, it's fantastic. That gun guy is saying awful things about Don. Well, who cares? MGTOW police. That looks like Angel Munoz in there. I used to be MGTOW police. Are you trolling me, James, on behalf of JB Gunner? I'm the original MGTOW police. I still think I have the email mgtowpolice@gmail.com. MGTOW police. I created all that stuff. You guys have no creativity skills. I created all this stuff you guys are entertained by. I created all that stuff, and then you guys want to steal it from me, huh? I should set up some creative licensing thing, right? And charge them all fee. Yeah, I mean, if Gunner's triggered and he's rebroadcasting me, go ahead. I don't care. What's he gonna put out there that hasn't been put out? Who cares? We're not gonna watch it, and it's not gonna ruin our audience. I'm trying to tell you. I don't care, dude. I don't care. Did you hear what I said? I don't care if he's live right now. I don't care, MGTOW police sock account, James. I don't care. Because here's the thing, the more and more Gunner talks about us to his actual audience, the more Don and I can leverage for ours. Like, we want you guys talking about us. So talk about us. Robert Reese, you still around, buddy? Robert, what I'd like to do with you is a catch-up interview video first. Would you be down for that, Robert? We could do it an hour and a half. We could do it over the next few days or so. Like, what's been going on, Eli? How you been? Where are you and Don at? Looks like your channel's growing. You got more members. You're doing the members-only thing. What's been going on, right? And we can ease on into it that way, Robert Reese. And Robert, send me your wife's channel link again, and I'll unban her and remod her too. And you can apologize. I'll apologize to Amelia myself. We're all good. We're all good in the hood. All I gotta say, once again, didn't you listen to the last guy, Meathead? Pay attention. You're saying the same shit that he said, right? You're saying the same stuff he's saying. I mean, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy. I will always be your daddy. Ugh. You got your audience of people for your news stories, dude. It's all good. I mean, you're not going to get me talking about you all the time. This is a one-time thing, right? The truth of the matter is it's not profitable for you anymore unless you can get your new audience, your audience from your news stories to come on board, which would probably, probably piss them off. They're there for something else. They're not there for Coach Eli drama, which it's just been the same thing for the last 6 years, been played out. But that's cool. So MGTOW Police, you're still here. You're not banned, at least not yet. It's all good. You want to make me aware that Gunner is rebroadcasting or he's live right now? Who cares, dude? Do you think that's supposed to trigger me? I don't get triggered anymore, dude. I don't. I don't, bro. Bruh. That's okay. Also, people are going to put their channels at risk for reused content and removal from the YouTube partner program without me doing a thing. That's cool. If people want to risk that, that's on them. All I do is I go live with my headset, my face, and my camera, and my phone. That's it. And in the studio, I have other professional equipment. These people are content thieves. These people are nobody without other people's content. They have no critical thought. Right? They have no uniqueness to them. Right? I'm just letting you know he's making fun of Don, but I'll keep quiet since you don't care. Well, that's great. I expect him to make fun of Don. I said that. What else do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna do the low blow, trash talking my woman to try to trigger me. And both Don and I are laughing in his face. And you know what? Here's the thing. If he's gonna trash talk my woman about stuff, then he better have all his ducks in a row. And he doesn't. Not physically, I'll tell you that right now. But I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna stoop down to his level. We're gonna just laugh at him and we're gonna leverage his subs. They're gonna come over here and support us. They're going to say, how dare JB talk about another woman like that, who's been recovering from some stuff, right? It's all good. It's just a matter of time, dude. It's all good, bro. But thank you for stopping by, MGTOW Police. Don't worry. I'm not going to get mad that you're using the name that I created. Be my guest. You have my blessing to do so. It's all good in the hood, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for informing me of something I really didn't give a shit about in the first place. Yeah. MGTOW Police. Last comment. You didn't defend Dana when he insulted her? Well, I didn't. Listen, dude, let me ask you a question before I respond to that, and I will. Is this the first time you've been around in a while, or have you been following me for a long time? Have you not been around my channel over the last month or two? Do you cherry pick when you come here? Because I have mentioned that. And I'll say it again. But first, you answer. Do you come around on occasion when it suits you? I'll answer your question, sir. You didn't defend Dana when he insulted her, and eventually you lost her. Maybe you need to defend Don's honor. Well, you haven't been around, dude. Because I've been defending Don's honor. And we've done it plenty already. We don't have to do it again all the time. And I've already said many times, I know you're from the Legion, and I know you're here from the Legion trolling on behalf of JB Gunner, and I don't give a shit. Okay? I don't watch you regularly. That's cool. I said, look, I took my relationship with Dana for granted, and it blew up in my face. Years later, I started mentioning that years ago, but it took me a while to come to terms with it, right? I didn't stand up for her because I didn't want these guys to think I was any less of a man. The problem was it made me less of a man to not stand up for her. So I understand. I learned my lesson, motherfucker. Right? So I have stood up for Dawn plenty of times. And I don't need to stand up for her every single stream because it becomes excessive. Just because you weren't here when I stood up for her doesn't mean I haven't done it. So you can't assume that I haven't done something if you haven't been around, sir. Is that a fair statement? You know what I'm saying? It's all good, dude. I'm not mad. I'm just saying, look, dude, you can't assume things if you haven't been around. If you don't know enough of the backstory, right? Thank you so much to the 31 people that are still here. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. Please consider hitting the super chat or super sticker down below. Also consider becoming a $4.99 channel member if you already haven't. Don and I, we plan to go live at some point next week, again, a couple times. There's going to be no members only live tonight or tomorrow, or probably until Tuesday or Wednesday of this coming week, because Don and I have some things to do, family stuff. There's just a lot of stuff we have to take care of off of YouTube between now and Wednesday. So it's going to be me pretty much just doing maybe a walk every day or so, and then that's going to be it. I may not even do an in-studio stream again until probably later on in the week, but who knows? It just depends. It just depends. You can also donate via Cash App or PayPal if you'd like. It's totally up to you. Thank you to our channel members and real supporters. You have made a huge difference in helping us turn this BS around that I've tolerated for 6 years and Don for the last 2+ years. We really greatly appreciate you. Now, let's talk about Dennis Jerome Jr., Christina, Real Talk Christina, and let's talk about Jamie. And am I going to do the debate with Jamie? I'll be honest with you folks. I just don't really see any value in doing it. I'm not afraid to do it. I have no problem getting on a panel with Jamie. I just know how it's going to go. It's always one-sided. It's always him controlling the narrative. It's always him just wanting to trash talk people, stir the pot up for his drama content, his fake instigated drama content. But I'd still be willing to go on a panel with him and just let him show his cards. And I'm not going to be the one getting triggered. He's going to try to trigger me or anyone else on there, and then he'll get triggered when he can't trigger us. He'll keep trying and trying and trying, and when he can't trigger us, he'll get triggered himself. All right, dude, now you're out of here. If JB Gunner wants to get a membership and do the same thing Jamie's doing, so be it. But, dude, you guys are the most, Jamie and JB Gunner, you guys are just the most pathetic people. To the point of where you got to send someone to my channel and say, breaking news, JB Gunner is going to buy a $4.99 membership on your channel so he can rebroadcast your members-only streams too. Wonderful. Then his people will know more about Don and I, and more will come to us. That's cool. Let him do it. More power to you, Gunner. Go ahead and buy the membership. I look forward to seeing you on my members list. And I look forward to you rebroadcasting, and go back and do commentary on the previous ones and expose Don and I to your network. Perfect. Perfect execution of our plan. It's all good. This is absolutely perfect. It's going exactly the way I expected it to go. James is like, Eli's getting cocky. I can't stand that SOB. He's getting cocky. I'm not getting cocky, dude. I'm taking back what was mine initially. I'm taking back what was mine initially. I made you, Jamie. I made you. And I'm not saying that to act like JB. I truly made you. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be here right now. I saved your ass. I saved your ass, and you've never appreciated that, man, at all. Ever. Ever, ever. It's cool, dude. God knows who's done what. God will repay the good people that have done things for the right reasons, James. That's okay. It's all good. Not a big deal. Yeah. It's all good in the hood. So, yeah, Dennis Jerome Jr. And Christina, and then the Jamie thing. I may end up doing the show on the Hot Facts with Robert Reese channel with Jamie, if we still do it. At this point right now, I don't feel the same desire I did a few days ago, and I don't even think Jamie feels the same desire. I think Jamie realizes that there really is no upside for him or for myself, right? I think, Jamie, you're beginning to realize that the value of the Coach Eli hate stuff is not there. So what's the point of you trying to get on a panel with me and discuss real topics when, you know, your audience is not about that? It's not going to help you, right? The only thing that would give you some value is you coming on and attacking me, and even then, that's been played out. So, like, what is the point? I'm still willing to do it. If you want to do it, we can do it on Robert Reese's channel. But what is the point? What are you going to get from it, and what am I going to get from it? Right? Because here's the thing. It's not selfish to, you know, want to get something for the time you put into it, right? You should be doing things that are going to at least move the needle forward a little bit, right? And if it's not going to move the needle forward at all, or very little, then it may not be worth it, right? And that's what I'm thinking. But I'm open to it. Regardless, Robert, if Jamie doesn't want to do it, then you and I can do a catch up with Coach Eli stream. And go from there, right? And then maybe at some point we can get involved with Dennis Jerome Jr. and try to help him figure out this whole situation with Christina destroying his channel. Because that's the point of the matter. Dennis Jerome Jr. put out a poll on his community wall and asked, do you think Christina is ruining my channel? And 85%, including myself, said yes. That's an overwhelming amount. There were well over 100 people that responded to that. I mean, and here's the thing, that poll is not skewed. That poll is not skewed. Now, the people that are supporting Christina are probably my haters, because my haters will support anyone that I'm calling out in the same situation these people are, right? So the 15% or so are probably my haters, or a few people that so happen to just like anyone for breathing air, right? But then additionally, I'm hearing some things that, you know, I guess Pedro Santiago did a reverse image search with Christina's picture, and it leads back to a young woman on Instagram or something. I don't know if it's true or not. That's what I'm hearing. And Christina is catfishing us. And I honestly, I have to agree with that. And like I mentioned on my show, I did a show last night right here on Coach Eli 2. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It has over 500 views. There was a lot of information shared there regarding some other stuff. You know, Christina and Dennis Jerome Jr., they were live on a panel at the same time. I was live last night in the middle of the night. And Christina was just saying, I popped on over there. I muted my mic, and I popped on over there for a minute or so, and I was listening. And Christina was saying, Why should I cam up? Why should I even be here if these people don't like me? Well, Christina, these people don't like you because you don't like yourself. How do you expect someone to like you when you don't like yourself? You say you like yourself, but you don't act like you like yourself, right? And when I say liking yourself, do it in a respectful and humble way, right? But you have no self-respect. So how the hell can anyone else respect you when you have no self-respect, ma'am? You don't. You don't have any self-respect. You don't have any self-love. Yet you're whining on YouTube saying that why should I show my picture, or why should I show my face? Why should I even be here if nobody likes me? Well, if you have to ask that, then why are you here? Why don't you just leave? I'm not telling you to leave. I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just tired of the whiny baby behavior of a grown-ass woman. You're a married woman with kids, and you behave like a 2-year-old little girl. You behave so immaturely and so erratically that, to be honest with you, it questions me whether you're fit to be a parent. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just saying, like, anyone that behaves like you would be questioned about if they're fit, for anything. Right? Like, your behavior is erratic. Like, there's a lot of stuff off about you. Right? You're on these panels all day, every day or night. We never hear your husband in the background. You never say, I have to get going to spend time with my husband and family. We never hear you say that. You're always there. So something is off about that. I always get interrupted. I've got Dawn. I've got other family members. I've got other things. Like, there's no way you can go on these panels throughout the days, all day, every day, and never have one interruption from your husband or kids or anything. And I think you were saying the other night that your kids were interrupting you, but we didn't hear them. We didn't hear anything. Maybe you muted. I don't know. Maybe that's why you mute all the time. I don't know. Maybe that's why you're so distracted all the time, because you're trying to take care of your home while being online. How about step off of YouTube for a while and take care of your family instead? And then when you have your shit in order and you can balance both out much better than you do now, then come back. I balance both just fine. Man, that wind is hitting me in the back and it's raising my my hoodie. Woo! It's all good. It's all good in the hood. I'm going to go home and eat my 3,500 calorie grilled cheese sandwich with avocado in it from Panera Bread. Man, it sounds good. I'm going to stop by 7-Eleven. I'm going to get myself one of those hard teas by Voodoo Ranger, like one of those peach hard teas. I'm going to chill tonight. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to call me a drunk. Call me a drunk. I don't care. I'm going to have a drink. Yeah. Yeah, I love this trail. When I walk this trail, afterwards, I feel really accomplished. I feel like I really stretched out my muscles and I just feel really good. Those endorphins kick in and it's an amazing feeling. You should try it, folks. Get out there and just try to walk even a half a mile or a mile. Start off with a half mile or a mile and then work your way up. It'll change your life. You'll feel better. If you're out of shape, you'll get back into better shape. If you're in decent shape, you'll maintain your shape. You keep the juices flowing, right? It also helps you poop. Like when you walk around, it moves your system. Things move through your system easier, right? And you can have easier bowel movements. I pretty much said everything I had to say. Got it all off my chest. We're all caught up. If anyone has any questions, comments, or concerns they would like to make, please go ahead and get them in the chat. Don and I actually, we may be going to Don's parents around Memorial Day weekend. I believe that's the end of May. If we do that, we might bring you a live stream from the road. How many of you would like that? A live stream from the road. And we might end up doing that one members only. Which, of course, these morons that have no other content, like JB and well, JB has his new stuff, right? But maybe he wants to try to help Jamie out or try to leverage some of Jamie's supporters. They want to see how much money they can make off of me, 6 years later, after this all started with them, right? It doesn't matter what they do. What matters is you folks, if you care to support us, get your $4.99 channel membership. At some point, we may end up adding some more perks to the higher level memberships, like the $9.99, etc., right? For right now, it's going to stay the way it is. And we'll forewarn you long in advance before there are any increases. We're going to try to keep it as cheap as possible because we already know that, everything else has gone up in life, right? But if you want to support us on these members-only live streams, or just support us in general, please join at the $4.99 level at least. You can join at a higher level, but anything over $4.99 will get you the same exact things for right now that the $4.99 gets you, right? In the future, we're going to offer probably some more perks for higher tiers, but right now, anything over $4.99 gets you the same thing, and it's just an additional sponsorship/donation of the channel. That's clearly stated in my membership packages here. And again, we've got a lot more members-only content coming. A lot of it will be mobile. A lot of it will be from the road. We've got, equipment for the road where we can broadcast. And, yeah, last time Don and I did a mobile live stream, I believe, was the Jason Aldean concert. The famous stream. That stream is members only, right? I'm sure Gunner, when he gets his membership, I'm sure what Gunner's going to do is probably use Jamie's membership. You won't even buy a membership. You're going to use Jamie's membership, right? You'll have like dual login, right? It's all good. Do what you got to do. They'll check out the Jason Aldean one and they'll poke fun at it and whatever, right? Like, we don't know what you're going to do. Like, honestly, man, it's so fucking predictable, right? It's so predictable. That's why I'm calling it out, because when it happens, it's going to be nothing new. There's going to be no shock factor, nothing. It's all good, whatever, right? So, yeah, we're going to be going to, more than likely, to Don's parents' place. And we might do a live stream on the way there, possibly. But I was telling Don was saying you could do some shows from my parents' place and stuff. And I'm like, I really don't want to focus much on YouTube. I said, maybe we'll give people some. Maybe we'll do some live stream. We'll do a live stream members only along the way, because there is service for the most part along the way. There are some parts that it'll cut off. But besides that, I just want to chill and relax. I told Don, I'm like, look, This is like a job. We love the people and we truly care about the people more than the business. But this is a business. It's like a job. So, at times we got to go on vacation and stay on vacation and turn this off. I mean, there's nothing wrong checking in every now and then, checking email or whatever. But for the most part, this is time to spend with your family. Sit down and shoot the shit, right? With your mom and dad. And, just turn the rest of the world off, right? Sometimes you got to do that. That's called balancing it out. But Dawn has been just so cool with me lately. Like she's always been cool, but lately she's been like, whatever it takes, babe. I'm here, whatever it takes. I'm learning a lot more about how the YouTube stuff works and what you need to do to get us to where we need to get to. Like even Dawn's been willing to make sacrifices. And here's the thing, like the more sacrifices she's willing to make for me, the more I'm willing to do for her. The more I'm willing to say, you know what, I appreciate you willing to make that sacrifice, but you know what? Instead of doing a show while we're out there, why don't we spend more time with your family, right? You see what I'm saying? For me, it's all about respect. Like respect is a two-way street, right? The one thing I just won't tolerate anymore for the rest of my life is disrespect. You disrespect me, I'm going to call you out. I don't care if you're my girlfriend, my mother, my brother. I don't care who you are. You disrespect me, I'm going to fucking call you out to your face. Bottom line. That's just the way I work. I don't care if you're another creator making fake instigated drama content. You disrespect me, I'm going to call you out to your face. Bottom line, right? And Don and I, we saw that movie, One Love by Bob Marley. It's on Paramount Plus. It was in the movie theaters a few months back. I keep hearing the song in my head, get up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up, don't give up the fight, right? Like Bob Marley, that guy inspires the shit out of me. Like Bob Marley and Eminem, those artists, they inspire me, man. They inspire me with their words. And these songs, like the thing about Bob Marley, he wrote his own songs. And same with Eminem, he writes his own songs. These guys are real. They're speaking from the heart. They're like singing or rapping from the heart. And these guys are originals. Unlike these phonies that duplicate others out here, right? Copycats, right? Making money being a copycat. So I always tell people, look, ignore as much bullshit as you can. But if people keep pushing your buttons and they keep poking the bear, at some point you got to jump in and stand up for yourself. You have to have some tolerance, right? But then there are those people that take it a bit too far. And again, like I said, keep poking. And after a while, it gets really annoying and it becomes a distraction. It becomes a disturbance. It becomes harassment. At that point, you got to shut them the fuck up. You got to call them out. Thank you so much to the 19 people that are still here. We got 10 thumbs up. Please like the stream. Please share it out. I have lots of love for each and every one of you. And by the way, here's the thing. I'm not going to put these out there. I could if I wanted to, but I won't. But there are lots of streams that you did, JB Gunner, that you're not so proud of. They're all in the archives, my friend. It's all good. I'm not going to stoop down to your level. Just know I still have all that stuff. Even those days with your ex, right? Don't forget those days with your ex, brother. And again, I'm not going to put all that out there. I'm not a jerk. I'm not the kind of person that, needs to do stupid shit on YouTube to seek revenge over people trash talking myself or my woman. We're just going to say, hey, whatever. You're a piece of crap. You got nothing more than that. And we're going to laugh at you and move on. But just know, we have plenty to talk about regarding you if we really wanted to. You're just not worth it to us. That's the bottom line. It's all good. Whew. It's a good walk, 3.5 miles. We are at 86 minutes, an hour and 26 minutes. Fantastic walk. Whatever happened to you doing the Appalachian Trail there, Gunner? You give up on that? You give up on your health? Looks like to me that your health has not changed since we last, spoke. YouTube style, like they say, right? I'm much better at this game now, Gunner, and you know that. And that's why you don't have much to go on. But it's all good. Whatever. You should focus more on your health. For yourself, your family, whoever you're with. Than doing this stupid YouTube drama. Pathetic, man. If you're doing it just for fun over spending time with your family, man, that's pretty crappy. I'm turning this shit off. I'm going to spend time with my woman. And if you don't like my woman or like the way she looks or anything about her, that's on you. If you and the Coach Eli haters want to trash talk us all night, that's on you. You want to make your Saturday night about that? That's all good. I'm going to turn this shit off. Robert Reese, reach out to me. Let me know when you're free, when you want to do maybe a catch-up show, or if you want to do the Jamie interview. Well, not the interview, the debate, or however you want to say it. And if not, we can do a catching up with Coach Eli stream and go from there. And hopefully, I can reach out to Dennis Jerome Jr. Hopefully he can figure out what to do with Christina. And if he's willing to do some content without her, I think there's a lot the three of us can do, Robert. A lot of good stuff. And send me your wife's channel link again, so that way I can unblock her and get her remoderated. And give your wife Amelia my best. All right, folks. We are at 88 minutes, almost 89 minutes, an hour and 29 minutes. I got to go run an errand or so and get back home, spend time with my lady. Unless something super crazy happens tonight, I more than likely will not be back. I will probably be back tomorrow for a walk, and that's going to be it. Then I have some other stuff to take care of between Sunday and Wednesday of this coming week. Love you all. Thank you for your support. Have a good one. Take care, and as always, be good to each other.